Hi guys, my name is Josh. I'm a technician here at RV Land, and I'm here to show you how this RV works that you've rented from American Dreams Vacation. You're going to have two 20-pound propane tanks on the front of this trailer. Just make sure that when you're using one, the opposite one's off. Whichever way this regulator is pointing is the bottle that you're using. So once you switch bottles out, turn the one you were using off, turn the one on that you need to use. That's all you got to do. Battery disconnect is located right down there behind the battery. The battery disconnect needs to be in the on position, which is the way it is now. Anytime you're using the RV, traveling with the RV, or plugged in with the RV. The only time you turn it off, which is this, if you are storing your RV and it's not going to be being used. If you find yourself using the propane furnace to stay warm when you're camping, this right here potentially can get really, really hot. So be careful that you or anybody around you camping with you doesn't touch this so they don't burn themselves. Fresh tank or gravity fill, either way that you want to look at it. For the fresh tank is the fill ports right here. You just stick your water hose in there and turn it on and wait till it squirts back out at you, and you know it's completely full. There's a water pump inside that's on demand, and with the flip of a switch, it'll prime up your system just like you were hooked up to a water hose in a campground. When you get to a campground and you have a water hose and you're going to be hooked up, or full hookups is what a lot of people refer to that as, this is where you're going to hook your water hose up. Just make sure you use a pressure regulator. This is your 30 amp service cord. It's a push, twist, and lock. This right here is your outside shower. You're going to have your hot and cold, and then of course your shower head right here. This is conveniently located by the dump station, just in case if you get any nasty water on your hands. This RV is equipped with a black tank flush. You just hook your water hose up right here if the black tank valve is in the open position, and it will help spray out the black tank for you and clean it out. Do not operate the black tank flush or use it if the black tank valve is closed. This right here is going to be your gray tank valve. So when we're hooked up at a park, we can leave the gray tank valve open, but the black tank valve has got to stay closed. Located on the side of the RV down here, you're going to find your water heater access. This water heater is super simple. It's gas and electric. The choice is yours. You'll select inside. A hard time getting hot water, you just press both these buttons at the same time to reset the board. You're going to need to wait about 30 to 45 minutes for hot water. Coax outlet. So if you want to put a television out here, you have the ability to do so. This is where you're going to hook it up to power, and this is where you're going to hang the TV. All right, guys, come on in. Located right here, you're going to have your awning in and out switch. So just remember, when running the awning out, hold down the out. When running the awning in, hold down the in. When the awning gets all the way out, you'll see a vinyl flat drop. That's the full extension of your awning. Don't run it out any further than that. And use your best rule of judgment. If you think that it's too windy for an awning, it's too windy for an awning. This is your IRV Technologies radio. Zone 1 is interior speaker. Zone 2 is exterior speaker. And then if you hold down the Bluetooth button, you can pair it up to your cell phone if you would like. This is your thermostat for the AC. So you just click it once and you're going to get 3 different options. You're going to get low, high, and auto. Always run it on auto. Click once to go over. If you find yourself accidentally switching into Celsius, press both up and down again and it'll switch back to Fahrenheit for you, and just select your temperature, and that's all you got to do. Press one more time to operate the furnace, and it's the exact same as the air conditioner. So you just select the temperature and that's it. This is a gas electric RV fridge, so you want to leave it in the auto position and make sure your gas is on before you start traveling. So what this is going to do is this is going to favor electric, and it's going to be cold on electric before you get here. Once you unplug from shore power and hook up to your vehicle, it's going to run on propane until you get to your camp spot. Once you get plugged into shore power or a generator, it will automatically switch back over to electric. But if you're trying to do some type of boondocking, or you're running on a really small generator, or whatever the case may be, if you want to run it only on propane, just switch it all the way over to gas. If it starts beeping at you and it says gas check if flashing, make sure you go outside, check the propane, make sure you have propane, and I'll tell you, the first thing I would do would be light this stove right here. If the stove doesn't light, you probably don't have propane. So go outside, switch it over to the other tank like I showed you before, turn it on, come in here, light the stove. Once the stove lights, turn the burner down to low, turn this off, and then turn it back to gas or auto, whatever you prefer, and it should light back up for you, no problem. As far as the stovetop goes, you just turn all these over, give it one click, and it'll light up for you just like that. The oven, you're going to hold this little flame right here down for, sometimes it can take up to 30 seconds. And you're just going to give it a little click, click, click. And down here at the very bottom of the oven, you'll see some clicking. And what it'll do is that'll light the oven pilot light for you, and then you just rotate it over to your temperature. This is your standard microwave right here. If you think you're plugged into shore power but nothing's working on it, like the air conditioner for instance, make sure you see time on your microwave. If you don't, chances are you're probably not plugged in or plugged in correctly. This is the motherboard. So you press down right here and it'll tell you exactly how full everything is. So your battery should always read full while plugged into power. Fresh tank is full, and black and gray. Black is empty and gray is full. So water pump only needs to be on if you're not in a park. Water heater is, this is for the gas side of the water heater, and this is for the electric side of the water heater. You're going to need to wait, remember again, about 30 to 45 minutes for hot water. Bye guys, I'll see you on the next one.